Good evening to my fellow traders and my investors. Welcome to a very brand new stream that we conduct every week to make you sure that the financial markets are aligned with our financial goals. I welcome you behalf from the financial analyst team, and I'm very happy to see you. Forgive me, there were certain technical glitches which occurred for the application to start, and this causes around 2 to 3 minutes delay in starting the stream. I'm very sorry for keeping you wait. I welcome you behalf from the financial analyst team, and yeah, I'm your host for today, and I'm very excited to meet you because in today's conversation we'll be specifically talking in depth about the financial market situations. Now, what is happening exactly and what could be the potential entry point for us in the upcoming days? These are the some parts which we'll be covering in today's session. Now, my objective always has been aligned with the profitability of my client. So in today's conversation, we will be talking in depth about the market analysis, and we'll see what could be the potential entry points we could have made by analyzing the market from the different perspective. Although also there are a lot of events in the recent times that which we have seen may be regarding cryptocurrencies or any particular market, but these market dynamics were amazing, yielded a lot of profitability. If we see specifically in Forex, there are multiple assets that we are seeing right now are been in a little gray zone, and yet we still can have an opportunity to invest in that. If you have any question that you wish to ask me, feel free to ask me. The comment section is all dedicated to you guys. Remember, my objective is to make sure that our goal or our lifetime goal is to make money in the financial market. The people who are making money in the financial market knows a little bit extra compared to the people who do not know. So my objective always has been to make you aware what is happening exactly and what could be the potential entry points for us in the upcoming days ahead. So again, welcome to the stream, and I'm very happy to see you. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know about that. In the heat maps, we specifically talk about what is currently happening in the financial market, mainly in the cryptocurrency world, futures, forex. So we will dwell into every aspect of it. And one of the best thing that has happened, because in the last week there were a couple of major news events were there. Specifically, if we think about non-farm payroll and consumer price index, that were been very volatile. Even the prices of Nasdaq, S&P 500, Bitcoins, it were very volatile. You probably have seen a dramatic variation in the market because of some comments which were made in the last time. But yeah, let's begin our conversation. So we have the very first comment. Mr. Filmi Fonda ji said, सर मैंने डिपॉजिट किया था ओलम ट्रेड में, डिपॉजिट हुए नहीं, मेरा बैंक अकाउंट से कट हो चुका है और ओलम ट्रेड का कोई रिस्पांस नहीं आ रहा है. आई एम वेरी सॉरी सर. In the last week, I think there were some technical issues happened, because of which there were certain delays in the deposit. But I wanted to make sure, being an analyst, because my objective has to make sure that you guys are well informed what is the exact situation. So there was like around 1 to 2% of the client the situation happens, and some of the deposit were stuck. But let me assure you that Olymptrade has been working from 2014, and let me guarantee you that every single penny of yours will be credited back to your trading account. It's just 1 to 2% issues that has happened in the last week, because of which there is a delay in the deposit has been there. But reach out to the support team. They will be very happy to assist you. The task is something which is needed to be created in the first part. And once the task has been created, our financial analyst team, our finance team will make sure that that particular deposit will get credited back to your trading account. So Mr. Philby Finder, don't worry at all. Your funds are completely safe, and we are aware of the situation, and we are trying to rectify it. It will gonna take like around couple of days more, since they have given you 5 working days. I want you to wait till that, and most probably your query will be resolved within the stipulated time frame. Mr. Musical Journey ji said, hello, good evening, sir. Good evening to the stream. Mr. Hamad Nawaz ji said, sir, आपने कब डिपॉजिट किया था? I didn't understood what your question mean. Mr. Hamad Nawaz ji said, आप कस्टमर केयर से कांटेक्ट कर भाई. Yes, you can contact to the customer support team, sir, and our team will be very happy to assist you. Mr. Trader Hoji says, sir, only $20 need, guys. $20 is something probably a new trader will find very difficult to take the trade in the market. You have all the way demo accounts associate for you to take the trade and invest it. Make sure you understand the market and then you invest. So the for the practicing purpose, the demo account is always been there. There are multiple comments. Thank you very much for your comments. I'm very overwhelmed by your comments. um, Mr. Journey has been asking anyone knows any sure shots trading strategy. So in financial market, no trading strategy is 100% accurate. Remember this. Even if you look into my trading accounts, every trade that I take in my trading account, not every single trade of mine lands on the profitable side. But we use martingale approach at times to recover the entire capital, and which is we have been doing from quite some times, and we are able to use it very effectively. It also based on the strategy that you are using. Like let's just suppose the financial market doesn't remains the same at all the time, so therefore we need to change or improvise our trading pattern based on it. मिस्टर इब्राहिम जी सेठ भाई मेरे अकाउंट में पैसे नहीं है, डेमो अकाउंट से कर रही हूँ ट्रेडिंग. Make sure you trade on the demo account once you're comfortable, if you know how the things work, and then you can switch to the live account once you're confident enough. मिस्टर सायरा खाम जी सेठ सर मैंने विड्रॉल कैंसिल किया, अब एस का क्या हाल है. I didn't get your question, but if your withdrawals is cancelled, so that means that amount specifically is in your trading account, you can place another withdrawal request. uh Miss Saira. Mystical, anyone knows how any. Okay, so sir मैं smart. Okay, so there is this one comment which Harun ji said, sir मैं smart RS15 यूज करता हूँ, जब जब सिग्नल का यूज करता हूँ तब तक लॉस हो जाता है. इट डिपेंड्स ऑन द स्ट्रैटेजी. आई एम वेरी सॉरी फॉर इफ यू फेल लाइक दैट वे. सो स्मार्ट RSI is a strategy. Let's just suppose in the strategy section, if you're going to see, we'll just quickly get back to the market analysis. Let me just go through your comments and answer your questions. So smart RSI 15 is basically averaging the last 15 candles, and this specific strategy is being used mostly in the fixed time trading. So the way that the strategy works is that whenever every time the candle has been overbought or oversold, it basically re-enters into the market. Let's take an example. So here the RSI was highly overbought, so there is a good chance that it's gonna re-enter. Once it re-enters, it will flash a signal to you, and then based on that, the strategy you can apply it. But always remember, not trading strategy can be 100% accurate. Even though it shows you for a 5 seconds duration, it would be considered as a very risky. Even if you check into my trading accounts, a lot of trades that I have taken are higher than 1 minute's duration. Mr. Musical Journey said, thank you. You're welcome, sir. I think there are a lot of comments. Thank you for your comments. Rajiv ji said, hello, hello, good evening, Rajiv ji. Balgun Chacha ji said, sir, my payment is also not credited. Please reach out to the support team, those clients who has deposit stuck. As I told you last week, there was a little technical issues that we had, like around 2% of the client deposit were is been hampered by it, but we are looking into it and we will be making sure that the deposit get credited into your trading account. Um, Sir, is there a way to get the demo monies? You are talking about whether you will be able to refill the demo account. So yeah, here is an option. So once the amount decreases less than 13,000 or 10,000, so there is a circle option which appears in here. Um, Once you do that, the account will be there itself. Mr. Ahad said, sir, so far the only profitable investment I had on the app are gold and silver. Most of the cryptocurrencies have always been made me a loss. Any tips? Okay, so let's talk about the financial market, folks, because this is the one of the good question that Mr. Ahad Sajid ji did ask. So you need to understand the depths of the market and why the market is behaving in a such a way. So there is always a way by which the market behaves, and we need to predict the price movement based on it. So take an example. So right now the prices of Bitcoin were completely collapsed. It went to like around from $60,000 in the last to last week. It happened. It went to such an amazing state, and this never has been happened. Like 60,000, 2014 was the time on which the Bitcoin prices were around this price level, and now it reached this price level, but the buyers were very cautious about this and they tried to push above the prices like this. Second thing that we have observed, that 60K to 70K is the price zone between which the Bitcoin has been acting. So if I wanted to draw a trend line or a horizontal line to give you demonstration of this, it will be very helpful for you. So horizontal line around, let's just suppose 72,000 dollars, and a support line we're gonna draw another near 65. So this is the price bracket which in which the Bitcoin has been acting. The prices have been stagnated between this price level, and 70,000 level is acting as a very good level of resistance for the time being. And because of this, the market fluctuations is right now on a sideways. On a sideways, the market looks very on the sideways type. Now, the way that we are looking at is, first of all, 65 7 60,000 dollar act as a good level of support. Then we can see that the $65,000 is acting as a good level of support. What happens when the support keeps on increasing itself? There is a good possibility then in the upcoming time. So let me just draw a trend line to give you a demonstration of this. So in the cryptocurrency market, what we're gonna do, we are just drawing the support and resistance line, okay, and a trend line here. We draw the trend line here. What's this? So this is a rising wedge pattern that we are seeing here. Correct? This operating, and here the support level is basically shifting itself. So that means there is a good chances that the Bitcoin, if it is able to break up with the psychological level of 70,000, it will still gonna increase itself from that part. So good chances for the market to rise from that point onwards. Mr. Musical Journey said, I have one question. Feel free to ask me your question, sir. Okay, so my friend finishes them account and he wants to practice more. So you can do that in the demo account. So Mr. Hardy answer, मेरा withdrawal 3 दिन से मेरे bank account में नहीं आया. Please help. As I told you, there was a small glitch in the last week. Our team close to 2-3% has happened, and our team are working on it. So please don't worry. Our team will make sure that whatever the deposit and withdrawals have been there, they will be taken care of. Uh, Mr. Safar said, sir, participate kab hoga? Are you talking? I didn't still get your question. What is your favorite trading strategy? I use basically Bollinger Bands a lot of time because it gives me a good positive sense of buying at that part of price level. Okay, so there's this one comment that okay, so withdrawal is big issue. Sometimes when a system is been designed, it has been made to work 100% most of the time, but sometimes in the practical world and in the ideal world, there is a big difference between them. If 2 or 3% system is not working effectively and 97% of the system is working good, that doesn't mean the system performance has been hampered. Yeah, it has been in some considerable situation, but that doesn't mean the system isn't operating at all. So don't worry, your withdrawals and deposits are already been safe. Olymptrade is working from 2014, and not a single client that I have seen, the withdrawal hasn't been created yet in my trading journey. So I'm working here from like 2019, and trust me, we have been working very hard to optimize the platform. So thank you very much for the feedback that you have given. But let me tell you that all the deposits and withdrawal been completely safe. So do not worry about that. Okay, we have few more comments. Give me a moment. Let me just guys go through your comment once again. So there's this question, sir, can I trade using different network, like different Wi-Fi network? Yes, you can do that. So all you need is a working network connection. It doesn't matter which Wi-Fi you are using at that time. Mr. Saira Khamji said, sir, withdrawal cancel request मैंने किया और ये amount कब मुझे मिलेगा? If you cancel the withdrawal request on the same day, the amount basically reflects in your trading account at the very moment. If you are not able to see it, go back and contact to the support team from help section here. Our team will be very happy to answer all your questions regarding to that. Okay. I think we read most of the comment. Let me just quickly get back to the trading part. So Right now, what is happening with the crypto market? The market sentiments are on the balance side. They are still in the risky, I mean, risk sentiments are little high. But if you look into from the technical perspective, I still believe that there is a good possibility in the upcoming days, the 70,000 level will be breaking off very soon. It can happen anytime between. So make sure that you are analyzing the market. The same situation with the Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. Ethereum lost close to, I think, 60% of the entire investment that it had gained over the last course of period. And right now what we are seeing that the value of Ethereum after a very long time went to 1700. So good chances for Ethereum prices to rise once again. Second most important thing, if you have seen, the non-farm payroll was released in the last week. That is what exactly on, if I'm not mistaken, 11th of this month. And once the data was released, if you look into this candle, there was a big candle formation, and one of the amazing thing was this is the first time after a very long months that the non-farm data was positive. The unemployment rate was decreased by 0.1%, and around 120,000 new jobs were created, and because of which the value of gold started decreasing rapidly. The plan that we have created in the last week when I was having conversations with the client, that whenever the prices of gold decreases, there are good substantial chances that it will gonna recover at the very moment, because at that very point when the prices of gold decreases, the buyers comes into the consideration. That is why we can see that when the market fall down, the number of buyers jumps in and the market started rising afterwards. And then exactly at 9:30 the market did correct itself to some extent, but again the market has a good potential of rising, and that is the reason we are on the buying side on gold and silver. So in my opinion, in the upcoming days, because yesterday consumer price index data was not on yesterday but on Friday, consumer price index data was released, and this data estimated that the US inflation has been shrunken to good extent. Now once that happens, so there is a good possibility that in the upcoming days, that means in the next Fed meeting, good chances that the Fed will be trying to decrease the interest rate. And if that happens, the only thing that's gonna increase will be gold and silver. And it can affect to some extent for Bitcoin prices as well. So yeah, this is what you can use it for your benefit. So gold and silver has a good substantial chances of increasing in the upcoming days. Again, if any market uncertainty happen, these are called as gold heaven. I mean, these specific pairs, gold and silver, are called as safe haven. The reason is when any comment made or any tariff put on any particular country, people shift their investment from the stock market to gold and silver. And the very reason is the bond prices decreases. When the bond prices decreases, interest rate decreases, bond prices also decreases, so it makes very less lucrative for the people, and that is the reason uh, uh, the currency value can deteriorate to some extent when the interest rate decreases. But the ultimate thing is the stock market has a good chances of increasing. The reason is the market money can flow, so since the interest rate, that means the money is available at the cheaper price for the borrowing, which can ultimately lead people to borrow funds. And that is the reason the Nasdaq, S&P 500 and Dow Jones index, when the interest rate decreases, the stock market rises. So hopefully in the upcoming days, I believe that the interest rate gonna increase or decrease. If it did decrease, so Nasdaq, S&P 500, Dow Jones, gold, silver, platinum, these all commodity prices has a good chances of increasing afterwards when the interest rate is there. Mr. Abbas ji said, is there any online course that help us to know the trading market more better? You always have an option to understand the market from a deeper perspective. There is this one particular site which I basically use. We call it as Investopedia, which contains all the detailed information about the candlestick formation, the CPI, the fundamental analysis, and the technical analysis part as well. So yeah, you can use it from that perspective as well. So since we talk about cryptocurrencies, let's talk about currency pairs. So what happened exactly? If you look into the candle, I must show you this candle. So if you select USD JPY, here. Okay, so we are not able to check it. Let me just type it once again, USD JPY. So there was this one trade that I have put into the buying side on USD JPY, but I took the stop loss on the positive side. That is the reason might be the trade has been closed. But in the upcoming days, I strongly believe that the okay. So if you look into the number of takes by which the USD has stopped this line, one, two, three, four. So in my opinion, USD JPY has a substantial chances of rising. Let's open up a trade, not with the big amount, not with the big multiplier, but yeah, $500 and 100 multiply, and we'll see how this trade performs in the very next week. So if you look into this candle I was about to show it to you, dear traders. So if you look into this data, exactly when the non-farm payroll was released, and again market wasn't anticipating it, so market are majorly driven by the sentiments of the people. Now if you look into this, the candle was green and it rose like anything, and the very next candle formed to be a corrective candle, which is a red candle. The correction started happening in here, and the people started buying once again. So this was the one of the biggest time the price movement has happened to such an extent. So there is a price variation. If you see, this is a doji candle. So when it rose, then it corrected, and then again the correction happened. So in this situation, analyzing the data plays a crucial part for trading. Okay, so we have one question. So a follow-up question: what is the difference between the Bitcoin and Bitcoin OTC? Also, what is the fixed time trade investment? What is the best time frame to select? So I usually follow 1:3 approach, sir, Mr. Asad. And that is if I watch the graph for 1 minute duration, I'm taking the trade. I usually take the trade for like 1 minute, 2 minutes, and 3 minutes. But most of my trades, if you look into my trading history, are been executed for 3 minutes duration, right? I also go ahead maximum with 11 minutes, 45 minutes, 23 hours as well. But I often, when I take the trade, I usually go for a little higher time or elevated time, like 3 minutes, and then I use the martingale approach for the better recovery of my trades. So all traders, it's not difficult to make money unless you know how to make it. So fixed time trading or forex trading doesn't matter. It makes your analysis a lot better. If you're taking the trade on the smaller time, scalping would be one of the easiest way to make the money in the fixed time trading. Uh, so the question is, what is the difference between Bitcoin? So Bitcoin and Bitcoin OTC both are the similar asset, but OTC are the over-the-counter assets. You can check about that in Google in a more detailed manner. Bitcoin prices and Bitcoin OTC are exactly similar, but the OTC markets are available 24/7. Even Bitcoin is also there. But because of the lower liquidity in the Bitcoin, the OTC market plays an amazing role to give you the better opportunity for trading, and gives a lot of trading strategy that the people do use, find it more lucrative to invest in Bitcoin, OTC specifically, if I must say. Mr. Musical Journey said, "Thank you, sir. You're welcome, sir." So since we talk about the non-farm payroll, the data was highly green and the market sentiment were amazing. And because of which I still believe in this longer run, the USD JPY has a good chances of rising once again. That is the reason we open one trade with the 100x as a multiplier and putting in the buying side. Second thing, what happened with the Euro USD? We know that when the prices of dollar decreases, it exactly varies opposite to the variation in USD. If you look into Euro USD, the same candle that we were seeing on the greener side here, the candle was on the recovery side. So that means it was first of all fallen and then recovered soon afterwards. So in analyzing the financial market, we have to dive a little deeper for a broader perspective. Let me know in the comment section how many of you, dear traders, felt fixed time trading is better or forex is better. I do use best of both the worlds. I mean, fixed time trading, forex trading, whichever works. With the smaller amount, fixed time trade is a lot better. But if you go ahead and take the trade on forex with the bigger capital, I believe forex would be a convenient option because it gives you a lot of freedoms to close your trade anytime if you want to. That's the best part about Forex. Prepare yourself because in the next upcoming days there are good possible entries which gonna strike. In the next week I'll be coming up with few more trading ideas which will enlighten you. To sum up today's conversation, Bitcoin has a good chances of increasing. If the Bitcoin prices increases, so it will rally all the previous alternative cryptocurrencies. That means Ethereum, Dogecoin, Solana, Tron, a lot of cryptocurrencies are there and good chances for them to increase. In fact, in the recent time, I was looking to the price more variation of Doge, and it has surpassed my expectations because with some of the cryptocurrency, it was falling, but here the buying side was so the liquidity was so high on the buying side, the market started rising. Even there was a certain corrections, and then the correction has been started happening. So what we are anticipating right now, if the Bitcoin prices crosses 70,000, so there will be a substantial chances for the market to rise. If it failed to do that, the market gonna fall to some extent. So keep a very closer look on the market. Thank you very much for having me for today. I'm very sorry for the technical issues that we had in the beginning, but I make sure in the next time this will never happens. Thank you for having me for today. I'm your host and your financial analyst, Akash Malhotra. Let me know in the comment section if you have any concern regarding deposits or withdrawal, and we will try to rectify them as soon as possible. It's our duty and responsibility to make you understand and resolve your concern on priority. Thank you very much for having me. My name is Akash Malhotra, and I'm your financial analyst for today. Signing off, and I'll see you into the next one. Thank you, guys.